Hello and welcome back to Football Manager 2020 with Newcastle United, and this is some unexpected news. We are in the process of a takeover from an Australian billionaire, I assume, Andrew Stewart. I don't know if he's real. Potentially going to give us £233 million to spend on new players. If that happens, in January I might spend £100 million on a player. Maybe £100 million on two different players. And that's £100 million each. Anyway, in between episodes, we've played 3 more games, we've scored 6 goals, we've not conceded a single goal. Starting off against Wolves, a 3-0 victory, Marlon Charles, Dini and Edson with the goals here. Against Galatasaray, securing us qualification to the Europa Cup 2 knockout round thing, mess stuff. I don't know what it is. Charles Cesar and Marlon Charles with both the goals here. And then against Sheffield United, we just about managed to pick up the 3 points. Cesar Dini with the goal. And as you can expect, we are still up the right end of the table. 35 points on the board. Still 2 points behind Manchester United. 2 points ahead of today's first opponents, Liverpool. We're also going to be playing current 10th place team Chelsea as the second match of the episode. We need to really beat Liverpool. If we lose to Liverpool, we'll drop down to 3rd. And if Arsenal beat whoever they're playing, which is Everton, we are going to be potentially dropping down to 4th come the end of the episode, which I don't really want to happen. Jurgen Klopp is still in charge of Liverpool. Has he been here since the start? He has. He's been here since 2015. It is now 2028. I thought I was going to be one of the longest serving managers in the league. Apparently not. Mr. Klopp has taken that one. We have been struggling somewhat with injuries as of late, so there's a couple of notable omissions from the starting 11. In goal will be Adnan, a back 4 of Restrepo and Delati as the fullbacks, Munoz and Andre as the central defenders, Charles Cesar, Richard Coleman and Greg Huddle will be the central midfielders. The first one missing there is Dini, who is currently out injured for 4 weeks, I think it is. Dini comes in to replace the injured Edson. Marlon Charles will be the left winger. Eduardo Romero will be the striker. So yes, as I've mentioned, we do have a number of slight injury problems. Zlaya needs a bit of a rest. We've also got Lopez Bays, who's just come back from an injury. Johnny Santos, who was injured and has just come back from an injury. Chole, who will be back in 6 to 12 days, which isn't ideal. Edson, who's out for 9 days to 3 weeks. What else have we got? I think that's everything. That is everything. Oh, also Bill Melbourne. There you go. That's the other one. He's very tired. He's just constantly tired. He will be coming on, probably for Coleman, at some point. Oh, Zlotdanko. Zlotdanko is one of those players who seems to hate me. It's him and Crepin Diatta. They are the 2 thorns in my side in this entire save. So, we've already technically played Crepin Diatta once and lost this season. Our only defeat all season. Hopefully we don't get the same treatment from Zlotdanko. Romero with the ball. We've got 2 minutes and 45 seconds on the clock. Charles Cesar with it. Long ball towards the left-hand side. Charles heads down to Restrepo. Gets the ball back. Does the Englishman. Tries to play it in. Does he eventually? Tries to get there. Dini's there. 12th goal of the season. 3 minutes on the clock against Liverpool. We are 1-0 up. I don't know whether Manchester United are playing or whether they've already played. I think they've already played. And I think they've lost. There's a throw for Liverpool. Hansen with the ball. Azara gets the ball back, crosses in towards the front post. Munoz gets it clear, only as far as a Liverpool man. De Jong back to Militao. Has to go across to Rebler. Rebler forward. Finds Lautaro Martinez. On the right is T-double-A. Got plenty of time to cross it in. Plays it to Lautaro Martinez instead. He crosses in. Zlotdanko was there. It's a great save from Adnan. Adnan's all over the place. Luckily, Delati gets in the way, blocks the shot. It's a corner. Corner to come in from the left-hand side for Liverpool. Andre heads the ball clear, only as far as Zlotdanko, the world's greatest Hungarian footballer ever. Maybe Puskás might be up there. Romero collects it, runs down the right-hand side. Is he going to get past his man? Thierry pushes him over. It is going to be a free kick. Thierry is going to pick up a yellow card. Marlon Charles with a free kick. Andre's there. Dini is there. It is 2-0. Dini gets his second of the game. Marlon Charles with the assist. We are 2-0 up against Liverpool. Also, Arsenal are smashing Everton. So that's not a good thing, is it? Is it Arsenal or is it Chelsea? It might be Chelsea. Corner for us. It's almost 3. It's almost 3-0. Is this going to be the same as the Arsenal game that we had a couple of episodes ago? Richard Coleman goes for something a little bit special there. Hits it well over the bar. TAA's throw finds Hansen for Liverpool. Back to Trent Alexander-Arnold. Ball upfield. Lautaro Martinez with his yellow card into the area. Crosses in. Danko is there. Gets his 9th goal of the season. It is 2-1. The match is not over yet. So Manchester United now have taken the lead against whoever they were playing. So they are now on 40 points. So still 2 points between us. But because we are beating Liverpool, there is now a 5-point gap between 2nd and 3rd place. Restrepo's throw. Romero back to the Colombian Restrepo. Now Charles Cesar. Cesar plays it across. Richard Coleman forward to Giardini. Giardini gets it to Delati. Loads of space for the Italian. Marlon Charles can't get the clearance. Alexander-Arnold's throw to Hansen for Liverpool. Still in the first half. Charles Cesar steals the ball away. Charles flicks it over for some reason, only as far as De Jong. And it's back to Militao. Now Rebler for Liverpool. We could do with stealing the ball away. Martinez's head down. Gets the ball back. Alexander-Arnold, the right back. Space to run into. Stops. Crosses it in. Azara is there. It is 2-2. With 7 minutes to play of the first half, Liverpool find themselves back on level terms. Half time then, it is 2-2. If it stays this way, I wouldn't be disappointed. I wouldn't be too disappointed if it stays this way. Obviously, I'd love a victory. I'd love to not lose as well. What's happening with our lines on the pitch? I'm not sure that's how that should work. But yeah, if we can get a win, would be perfect. A draw is okay, I will take it. But a defeat is not good enough because that means we will drop down to 3rd place. No changes for us at half-time because we're doing okay. We are starting the second half straight away with a highlight. Marlon Charles wins a header. Trent Alexander-Arnold back to Rebler. Liverpool with the ball. Thierry plays it forward. Finds Martinez. Long ball. Tries to get it to Danko. Andre back to Adonam. Very calmly does the Brazilian. Militao chests it down. Thierry Correa forward. Azara, the second goal scorer for Liverpool, gets round his man. Runs into the space on that left-hand side. Stops and crosses it in. Lautaro Martinez on the volley. Hits the outside of the post. It's gone wide for a goal kick. 56 minutes now. Trent Alexander-Arnold to Hansen. Everything seems to start with a TAA throw, doesn't it? De Jong back to Rebler. Rebler all the way back to the goalkeeper. Alisson Becker. We've both got goalkeepers with Alisson or Adonam or weird names like that. Giardini with the ball. Back to Zlot Danko. Why? First of all, that pass was horrendous. Secondly, what was Adonam doing? Adonam was miles out of his goal. Giardini gets the ball here, plays it there. Adonam was... Oh no. That's it. Game over. I'm not sure who's taken the blame for that, because Adonam hasn't dropped, and nor has Giardini, but then again, Giardini does have 2 goals to his name. 20 minutes left. Romero will be coming off. Giardini's moving up front. The bad boy Bobby Mills is going to come on as a right-sided inside forward. Do we change anything else? Probably not, Probably not. Considering we're playing a fairly rotated side, particularly in the middle of the pitch, we've got 2 central midfielders who really don't play a lot of football. So, to be losing 3-2, it's not good. It's also not awful. Coleman with it, finds Greg Huddle, plays it through. Marlon Charles, 1-on-1 with the keeper. Marlon Charles has equalised his 14th goal of the season. He's a left winger. He's played a lot of the season as a left back and scored 14 goals. Throw for Liverpool. Gomez to Hansen. Gomez gets the ball back. Has Trent Alexander-Arnold come off the pitch? Delati just lumps it upfield, but it's going to come straight back towards us. De Jong forward. Lautaro Martinez into the area. Goes for goal. Places it into the back of the net, but I saw at the bottom of the screen the linesman flagged, meaning he was offside, which means it's still 3-3. Huddle with a free kick for us. We've got minutes left. The ball is going in. Richard Coleman scored. Robert Coleman. Who's Richard Coleman? I don't know. Robert Coleman scored his first goal for the club. We've got 6 minutes left to play. We're going to beat Liverpool if we can hold on. Right, we're shutting up shop. I'm supposed to do this against Real Madrid a couple of seasons ago, or last season, or whenever it was. I didn't. We're doing it now. I'm not sure how we can shut up shop by moving to this formation, but we're going to give it a go. So what we've done, we've obviously gone for 5 at the back. The substitution that I've done, Greg Huddle has come off for Fernando Zelaya, who's going to drop into the middle of the pitch. You can see the front 5 there, the bad boy and Giardini will be strikers. I'm hoping this isn't a bad decision. We've got another sub to do, so we're going to play the proper, the annoyance here, because what we're going to do now, we're going to do another sub, and this is just a time-wasting one. It's going to be Eric Horn off for Marlon Charles. Marlon Charles has done his job. 5 minutes of injury time is just disappearing. And no. We've got 1 minute and 20 seconds to play. Munoz back to Adonam. Please just be a highlight for us would be great. Charles Cesar to Coleman, the goal scorer, potentially the winning goal scorer. Restrepo, Cesar forward. The bad boy's going to hopefully get on the end of it. He doesn't manage it. Rebler clears upfield. Restrepo intercepts though. Restrepo to bad boy. Now Horn, Gerardini's going to get there. If he can get there, he's finished off his hat-trick. We've beaten Liverpool 5-3. For actual years, we were struggling to score goals. And now we have scored 6 against Arsenal, 5 against Liverpool, 10 against HJK, another 6 against Aris as well. We've started scoring goals. We score goals for fun. And the good thing is, apart from this game, we don't concede many. We actually don't concede many goals at all. We're going to beat Liverpool. We have beaten Liverpool. 5-3. Cesar Gerardini managing to basically make up for his cock-up, his pass back to Adonam for Zlotdanko's goal. But we have managed to beat Liverpool. We were 3-2 down. And then goals from Marlon Charles, Robert Coleman and Gerardini giving us the valuable 3 points. This is only half an episode. We've got to play Chelsea next. So that result then does put us into second place, or keep us into second place. We are just 2 points behind Manchester United, but more importantly, 5 points clear of third and fourth place Liverpool and Arsenal. We are in a title race. Yes, we're only 15 games in, but we are actually in a title race. Next up, Chelsea. Match number 2 then of the episode. It is Chelsea currently down in 10th place, so they have kind of dropped off. Over the last few years, I say 10 years, they've dropped off to basically becoming somewhat of a mid-table side. Before we played this match, Manchester United played Liverpool and beat them 4-0, which means if we can beat Chelsea, we will then go potentially 8 points clear of Liverpool. If West Ham beat Arsenal, we will also be 8 points clear of third place. So there is a lot riding on this at the moment. This is a very decisive game for us. A loss here isn't the end of the world, but a win means that we are potentially extending our lead over at least fourth place by another 3 points. The starting lineup then will be Adonam in goal, a back four of Delati, Zelaya, Andre and Restrepo. Charles Cesar, Bill Melbourne returns to the starting 11. Greg Huddle keeps his place as that box-to-box midfielder. Gerardini will be the right-handed winger. Marlon Charles on that left-hand side. And Fite Arp will be getting a rare start this season. Yes, he's still here. Yes, I'm not playing him. I don't really know why, to be honest. Eduardo Romero, he's good, but I basically had a look at the average ratings for the last 5 games, which, by the way, are absolutely ridiculous. And then we look at Romero, 6.64. So Fite Arp is going to get a chance as a striker today. I'd quite like a nice calm match now. Just like a 1 or 2-0 victory. I will take that. I'll be happy with that. I don't want 7 goals. I don't want anything stupid like that. We've got an early highlight. Gerardini controls it. Tries to cross it. Can't manage it. Delati into the area. He's going to go for goal. Of course he does. Because all fullbacks decide to shoot in this game. Corner for Greg Huddle to take with his left foot towards the back post. Fite Arp is there. Gerardini's there. How has he not scored? How has he not scored? I think he was offside anyway, but he still should have put that in. Free kick for Chelsea. The goalkeeper kicks it upfield, finds Gorgon on that left-hand side. Is it Gorgon? No idea. Maybe it's Gorn. It might just be Gorn if it's Vaughan, spelt like that with a G. I'm just chatting nonsense. Maicon. Palacios plays it back. Yes, he does. Knew he was going to do it. Forward. Headed down, though, from Andre. Charles Cesar finds Marlon Charles on the left. He's going to run down the middle, though. Maybe he's going to play it across to the right-hand side. Or just run there himself. He's just going to run there himself, isn't he? Marlon Charles keeps going. Back to Delati. Nope. Back to Charles Cesar instead. What is this highlight? Finds Restrepo on the left. He's got no winger in front of him. Tries to pass it to one anyway. Why did he do that? Galena with the ball. Passes it straight to Marlon Charles, who's 1-on-1 with the keeper. Slots it in at the front post. 10 minutes on the clock. His 15th goal of the season. We are 1-0 up against Chelsea. Seconds later, there is another highlight. Well, in fact, a minute and a half later. Gerardini has the ball on the right-hand side. Delati should be making a run. Doesn't want to do it. Gerardini's been tackled by Fite Arp. Plays it back. Cesar to Charles. Heads down. Greg Huddle to Gerardini. Has to score. He does score. He makes it 2. Was he offside? I don't think he was, you know. His 50th career league goal. 2-0 up against Chelsea. Just 12 minutes on the clock. I said this in the match against Liverpool. But we score goals now. We actually score goals. Yes, it's only 35, but we've played 16 games. We've scored 35 goals in 16 league games. That's a stupid amount. I don't think we even scored that many last season. It's number 23 with the ball. Zalai heads down. Charles Cesar to Greg Huddle. Forward finds Marlon Charles. Is it going to be 3? Charles with the ball runs down the left, gets past his man, feet up outside the area, goes for goal, puts it in the back of the net. 21 minutes on the clock. 3-0 up against Chelsea. What is happening? What is actually happening? We're dominating them. They've had 1 shot and it wasn't on target. We've had 10 and 7. Giardini's picked up a knock, but we're going to keep him on. Greg Huddle with the free kick towards Giardini at the back. It's almost 4. Melbourne was there as well, just in case the keeper spilled his gathering. Marcos Paulo with the ball. Melbourne's right in front of him. Melbourne might get in the way of that. He doesn't. Maicon heads down, chests down actually, plays it all the way back to Marcos Paulo in the Chelsea goal, who's already conceded 3. Long ball upfield. Header from Andre. Charles Cesar to Melbourne. Melbourne across. Finds Giardini with his injury, which I think is a bruised knee, so he'll probably be fine. Giardini into the area, plays it across. If only Marlon Charles was paying attention, could have got his second of the game. Still not quite at half-time. Delati with a free kick, finds Vite up. What a ball that is, and what a run that is from the German. Goes for goal, hits it well wide of the post. It should be 5 or 6. It should be 5 or 6-0 here. We are absolutely dominating Chelsea. Absolutely dominated them. By the way, at the start of the episode I mentioned I might be spending £100 million on some players. This could be one of them. Stephen Finn from Chelsea. He's wanted by somebody from Manchester City. He's going to cost £85 million potentially, but I think he's good. Also, he's English. He's a central midfielder. Can play in a couple of different positions as well. So I think he could be one of the players to be joining the club. No changes at half-time, and we've got a highlight straight away. Greg Huddle's gone down. It's going to be a penalty. It's not a penalty, it's a free kick. Fair enough. Greg Huddle is going to take it. We've got lots of players in there. Actually, a lot more Chelsea players in there. Huddle steps up with his left foot towards the back post. Header clear. And now potentially Chelsea can break unless we can steal it away. Or the highlight just ends. One of those two will be preferable. Approaching the hour mark, what I'm going to do is we are going to do ourselves a couple of substitutions. Giardini is going to come off for the bad boy Bobby Mills. Melbourne is also going to come off for... Who do we put there? Right, hear me out. We've put Restrepo over as that Carolero, and then the Bill Melbourne has come off for Matteo Lopez-Bays, who's going to be playing as a left-back. I don't know why I've decided to do this, but Matteo Lopez-Bays is going to be my new left-back. So much so, I'm already trading him as one. 70 minutes in, and Chelsea still have yet to register a shot on target. We've had 17 shots now, 9 of them on target, 3 goals. I'd like to get a 4th. Or there'll be no highlights. Until now, actually. We've got a throw. Arp doesn't get it. And now, potentially, Chelsea can get their first highlight. No, they can't. The bad boy, Bobby Mills, nicks it away. Vite up with the ball at his feet. Plays it back to Yuri Delati. Now, Charles Cesar, who's had a yellow card for most of the game. Plays it back, Zelaya. Delati wants again. Zelaya gets it again. Yes, he does. The Paraguayan central defender lumps it all the way back to Adnan. Because as far as I can tell... Adnam's done nothing all game. Long ball finds Charles Cesar. Zelaya once again. We've got a minute and 15 seconds to play. Marlon Charles gets past his man, goes one-on-one with the keeper, tries to place it in the bottom corner, hits the post. It's cleared off the line. It should have been 4. It wasn't 4 though. It stays 3-0. 23 shots, 10 on target. We absolutely battered Chelsea. We've scored in this one episode 8 goals, and we've played Liverpool and Chelsea, picked up 6 points. We do obviously stay in second place. The Arsenal-West Ham game has also taken place, Arsenal winning 4-0, which means Arsenal are still within touching distance-ish. 5 points between us and third place. We're looking up rather than down, to be honest. We need to be looking at Manchester United, hoping that they start dropping some points. Next episode, I'm not quite sure what we're going to do. Do we do one just before the transfer window opens? I think that might be what we're going to do, you know. We might do Man City and Spurs. We might do those two. We're picking the big games, and the thing is, we're picking the big games and we're winning the big games. We definitely have to do the Spurs game. We need to get some redemption. So that's what we're going to do. We'll do Man City, we'll do Spurs either side of Christmas Day, and then we'll be into the January transfer window, and hopefully we'll have a nice big January transfer budget to spend of £230 million. Thank you very much for watching this episode of Football Manager 2020 with Newcastle United. If you did enjoy, do please remember to leave a like. If you want to see more, hit the subscribe button. I'll be back next time with more Football Manager.